This video is sponsored by WD-40 brand. Visit our website for more information.
Under the hood of a modern car or SUV is a multitude of materials. Different metals like steel, aluminum, and copper, along with different types of rubber and plastics, are right next to each other. So when it comes to lubricants and penetrants, what can be used for these different materials? It can be a difficult question. The wrong product can etch metal or make rubber or plastic brittle over time. Even worse, a product can leave a surface unprotected. Look at this intake manifold. The manifold is made of ABS plastic, but it is held to the engine using metal fasteners like bolts, screws, and nuts. Also, look at the pipes and bellows that bring air from outside the vehicle to the air filter housing and then to the intake manifold. Just take a look at this fuel rail. It's made of stainless steel, but it seals to the fuel injectors using Viton rubber O-rings. Also, the bracket here, well, that's galvanized steel, and it's held to an aluminum cylinder head. Using a penetrant or cleaning product with methyl ethyl ketone might break up the corrosion and dirt, but it could damage the ABS plastic of the intake manifold. That could be an expensive problem. Often you might find yourself in a spot after you have replaced an air filter, turbocharger, or even intake manifold where you can't get the stiff boots back together again. Just look at this air filter housing. The bolts, they're made of galvanized metal. The intake manifold, ABS plastic. And you also have neoprene rubber boots. A lot of the bolts here, well, they're a very small diameter. Snapping it off an aluminum head or other fixture, it's not an option if you want to finish the job in time. Also, it is critical that you get the boots and clamps properly sealed. If not, you could cause problems with the long-term and short-term fuel trims on the engine, which could generate a code for the customer because unmetered air is entering into the system. But what is the right lubricant to use to help seal the boots? If you look at the product data sheets, you could see that WD-40 Specialist Jello Lube from WD-40 is safe on rubbers and plastics, including neoprene, hard rubber, Buna, nitrile, EPDM, HDPE, Viton, ABS plastics, and even vinyl. It is also safe on aluminum and galvanized parts. So we know it is safe to assemble the air intake system. WD-40 Specialist Gel Lube will not run or make a mess inside the boots and will last 12 times longer than other multi-use lubricants. Although WD-40 Specialist Gel Lube can be used on a variety of surfaces, the company recommends testing on an inconspicuous area before larger applications. The same approach is required when selecting a lubricant. Another application for WD-40 Specialist Silicone Quick Drying Lube is shift linkages. Look at the shifter linkage. Like the intake manifold, you have different materials in the same area. The linkage needs to be lubricated. It has metal, plastic, and rubber parts, so the lubricant needs to be compatible with all these materials. But there is an additional performance requirement. The lubricant can't attract dirt and debris that could cause wear and binding in the linkage. This formula dries fast and leaves a clear, non-staining film that doesn't stick or make a mess. It is also great for use on cables, pulleys, guide rails, valves, linkages, hinges, locks, and more. As an added benefit, it has an effective temperature range of -100 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. This is going to help the linkage and cable system since it is near the exhaust system. I'm Andrew Markell. Thank you very much.